Hello everybody, I'm going to read Winnie the Pooh and the Woozle. Now, I don't pretend that I'm a voiceover artist working for Walt Disney, so I'm just going to do it in my voice, but hopefully that's going to be okay. Well, you can tell me if you like it. So this is Winnie the Pooh and the Woozle, and actually we've had a bit of snow recently, so this picture looks a little bit like it's been outside. And I love these characters. I wonder if you know who that is. And look, here they all are. Christopher Robin, Kanga, Pooh, Owl, Donkey, Rabbit, Piglet, and of course the irrepressible Tigger. Winnie the Pooh and the Woozle. One fine winter's day, Piglet was standing in front of his house. He looked up and there was Winnie the Pooh. Pooh was walking round and round in a circle thinking of something else when Piglet called to him. He just went on walking. "Hello," said Piglet. "What are you doing?" "Hunting," said Pooh. "Hunting what?" said Piglet. "I shall have to catch up with it to find out," said Winnie the Pooh. And there he is, looking very serious. And there's Piglet clearing all the snow from outside his house. "Now look there," Pooh pointed to the ground in front of him. "What do you see there?" "Tracks," said Piglet. "Paw marks." He gave a little squeak of excitement. "Oh, Pooh! Do you think it's a woozle?" "It may be," said Pooh. "Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. You can never tell with paw marks." Piglet, after watching him for a minute or two, ran after him. Winnie the Pooh had come to a sudden stop and was bending over the tracks in a puzzled sort of way. "What's the matter?" asked Piglet. And there they are, following the Woozle tracks. "It's a very funny thing," said Pooh. "There seem to be two animals now. This whatever it is has been joined by another whatever it is, and the two of them are now proceeding in company. Would you mind coming with me, Piglet, in case they turn out to be hostile animals?" Piglet scratched his ear in a friendly sort of way and said that he had nothing to do until Friday and would be delighted to come in case it really was a woozle. "You mean in case it really is two woozles," said Winnie the Pooh. So off they went together. There was a small spinney of larch trees just here, and it seemed as if the two woozles, if that is what they were, had been going round this spinney. So round this spinney went Pooh and Piglet after them. Still the tracks went on in front of them. Suddenly Winnie the Pooh stopped and pointed excitedly in front of him. "Look!" "What?" said Piglet with a jump. And then, to show that he hadn't been frightened, he jumped up and down once or twice in an exercising sort of way, and there he is trying to convince Pooh that he wasn't worried at all, that he was actually just doing a bit of exercise. "The track," said Pooh. "A third animal has joined the other two." "Pooh!" cried Piglet. "Do you think it's another woozle?" "No," said Pooh, "because it makes different marks. It is either two woozles and a wizzle, or two wizzles and one woozle. Let us continue to follow them." Look at Piglet. I'm not sure he's very convinced. He's looking worried. So they went on, feeling just a little anxious now in case the three animals in front of them were of hostile intent. Then, all of a sudden, Winnie the Pooh stopped again and licked the tip of his nose in a cooling manner, for he was feeling more hot and anxious than ever in life before. There were 4 animals in front of them. "Do you see, Piglet? Look at their tracks. 3, as it were, woozles, and 1, as it was, wizzle. Another woozle has joined them." And so it seemed to be. There were the tracks crossing over each other here, getting muddled up with each other there, but quite plainly, every now and then, the tracks of 4 sets of paws. "I think," said Piglet, when he had licked the tip of his nose too and found that it brought very little comfort, "I think that I have just remembered something. I have just remembered something that I forgot to do yesterday and shan't be able to do tomorrow, so I suppose I really ought to go back and do it now." "Well, do it this afternoon and I'll come with you," said Pooh. And there's Piglet desperate to escape. "Oh, it isn't the sort of thing you can do in the afternoon," said Piglet quickly. "It's a very particular morning thing that has to be done in the morning, and if possible between the hours of what would you say the time was?" "About 12, said Winnie the Pooh, looking at the sun. As I was saying, the hours of 12 and 12. So really, dear old Pooh, if you'll excuse me..." "What's that?" Pooh looked up at the sky, and then he heard the whistle again. He looked up into the branches of a big oak tree, and there he saw his friend. "It's Christopher Robin," he said. "And then you'll be all right now?" said Piglet. "You'll be quite safe with him. Goodbye." And Piglet trotted off home as quickly as he could, very glad to be out of all danger again. And there's Christopher Robin sitting in the tree, waving to his friend Pooh. Christopher Robin came slowly down his tree. "Silly old Pooh," he said. "What were you doing? First you went round the spinney twice by yourself, and then Piglet ran after you, and you went round again together, and then you were just going round a fourth time." "Wait a moment," said Winnie the Pooh, holding up his paw. He sat down and thought in the most thoughtful way he could think. Then he fitted his paw into one of the tracks, and then he scratched his nose twice and stood up. "Yes," said Winnie the Pooh, "I see now. I have been foolish and deluded," said he, "and I am a bear of no brain at all." "You're the best bear in the world," said Christopher Robin soothingly. "Am I?" said Pooh hopefully, and then he brightened up suddenly. "Anyhow," he said, "it is nearly lunchtime." So off he went home. There he is. So he figured it out in the end. It was actually not a Woozle or a Wizzle. It was Winnie the Pooh and Piglet going round and round in circles. So I hope you enjoyed that story. Until next time, take care.